It's a Tuesday night. You and your partner just made the last payment on both your cars. The credit cards are gone. The only debt left is your mortgage, a 30-year loan you took out 3 years ago. You pull up the bank account. For the first time in years, $1,304 is sitting there with nowhere to go. And right now, in this moment, you and your partner have a critical decision to make that will impact your financial future. The Millers are in this exact situation tonight. So are the Garcias. Same neighborhood, same mortgage, same $1,304 freed up. Both couples are about to make a decision about that money. The Millers make one specific choice, and their mortgage is paid off by 2038. The Garcias make a different choice. They make their final mortgage payment in 2052. We're going to show you exactly what that decision is. And by the end of this video, you and your partner are going to know which one to make. Here's the number I want you to write down right now. $1,304. That's the average combined monthly car payment for a dual-income couple in America. One new car at $767, one used car at $537, according to Experian's Q4 2025 data. The day your last car payment clears, $1,304 a month stops going to car companies. Now, here's what happens if you take that exact number, not a dollar more, and add it to your monthly mortgage payment instead. On a $385,000 mortgage at 6.5%, you cut your remaining payoff from 27 years down to roughly 12 years. You save over $254,000 in interest, and you do it without earning another dollar of income. The mortgage payoff payment already exists. You've been making it for years. The only question is who gets it next. I'm going to show you exactly how to redirect it and how to do it in a way that builds wealth at the same time. Hey, I'm Mike Miller, and if you've ever felt like you're doing everything right but still coming up short, this channel was built for you and your partner. Sarah and I had this exact conversation the month we paid off our last car. We had the freed cash in our account and absolutely no plan for it. And for about 3 weeks, we let it sit there while we thought about what we deserved after years of paying down debt. That was 3 weeks of lost momentum we'll never get back. If you want to make sure that you and your partner don't make the same mistake, hit subscribe right now. Every video we make is built specifically for 2 people working on this together. Now let's talk about why the first 30 days after your last car payment are the most financially powerful 30 days of your life. Here's the moment most couples don't see coming. You make the last car payment, you've been grinding for years, tracking every dollar, saying no to things, waiting for this exact moment, and then it happens. The account confirms it. 0 balance, done. And you feel relief, a little empty, a little lost. And then your brain does something predictable. It starts looking for what's next. Psychologists call this the arrival fallacy. The brain treats the finish line as an ending, not a beginning. It got what it was working toward, and now it doesn't know what to do. So it defaults to the only pattern it knows. Spend the money that just became available. The car subscription is gone, something else fills the slot. A nicer truck, a kitchen upgrade, a vacation you've been putting off for 3 years. The freed cash is absorbed before it ever gets aimed at the mortgage. NerdWallet found that 17% of Americans who paid off their credit card debt entirely went right back into it within a short period. The pattern holds for car debt too. The money gets freed, and then it disappears into lifestyle. The Garcias hit this moment. You saw them in the intro. Same neighborhood as the Millers, same mortgage, same $103,004 freed up on the same Tuesday night. Marco and Elena, mid-30s, 2 kids, combined income around $125,000. The day the final car loan cleared, Marco got the text confirmation at work. He called Elena. They were both thrilled. That evening, Marco pulled up truck listings, and they bought it. A new truck, $762 a month. It felt like a reward. They'd earned it. And that one decision is exactly why the Garcias are still making mortgage payments in 2052. Here's what most couples don't understand about how mortgage math works, and it changes the whole calculation. Here's the belief that keeps couples stuck in a 30-year mortgage. They think the monthly payment is building their wealth. It's not. Not for the first 2 decades. On a typical 30-year mortgage, the point where more of your payment goes to your actual home, to principal rather than to interest, doesn't happen until year 18 or 19. Year 18. On a $400,000 mortgage at 6%, you'll pay over $463,000 in interest by the time you're done. You borrowed $400,000. You paid back $863,000. That's the deal you signed. And most couples just accept it because it's the only deal they think they have. They don't. Every dollar you send above your minimum monthly payment goes directly to principal, not interest, principal. When you pay down principal faster, the balance that interest is calculated on shrinks. A smaller balance means less interest charged next month, which means more of your regular payment hits principal next month, which shrinks the balance faster, which means even more goes to principal the month after that. A small snowball rolling downhill, picking up speed. By year 5, it's not a snowball anymore. It's an avalanche. And the $1,304 a month you just freed from car payments, that's not a small snowball. That's a boulder going over a cliff. Now let's answer the question you've been sitting with since the beginning of this video. The Garcias got the truck. They renovated the kitchen. Their home equity is growing slowly, and they still have 22 years on their mortgage. Sarah and I kept our same house, our same older cars, and redirected the car payments directly to our mortgage principal. We paid off our mortgage in year 12. We're not struggling. We're not living small. We just made one different decision on a Tuesday night. And the gap between those two households is enormous. But here's the move most couples miss, and it's simpler than you think. Before anything else, you need to know your redirect number. This is the total amount that stops going to consumer debt the day you pay it off. Add up every consumer debt payment you're currently making. Both car loans, both credit card minimums, student loans, personal loans, everything except the mortgage. That total is your redirect number. That's the money you're about to get back, and the decision you make about where it goes in the next 30 days determines which couple's story yours becomes. For us, that number was $1,304. 2 car payments, no remaining credit cards, no student loans. The day that $1,304 stopped going to car companies, we ran the mortgage math. On our $385,000 mortgage at 6.5%, adding $1,304 a month to the principal payment cuts our remaining 27-year mortgage down to roughly 12 years and saves us $254,000 in interest. That's not a different income. That's not a different life. That's a redirect. But here's where it gets interesting. You have 30 days. That's the window between the last car payment and the moment lifestyle creep permanently absorbs that money. Here's the rule. Automate the redirect before day 30. Ideally, before day 7. Contact your mortgage servicer and set up an additional principal-only payment that hits automatically every month. Principal only. That's the instruction that makes the snowball roll. Now here's why it is fundamentally a two-person move. One partner setting up an automatic payment is just personal finance. Both partners agreeing before the money appears that this is where it goes, before either of you has seen it sitting in the account, before the kitchen renovation idea has taken shape. That's an agreement. And agreements are harder to undo than individual intentions. Sarah and I made this call before the final payment cleared. Not after, before. I called up the mortgage servicer on a Tuesday. By Friday, the redirect was set up. The money has never sat in our checking account long enough to get comfortable. If it touches checking, it gets spent. Set it up before it has the chance. Here's the part that surprises most couples. This last move is the one that turns a redirect into a habit and a habit into momentum. Once a month, you and your partner check one number. The mortgage balance. That's it. 5 minutes, one conversation. Here's why this matters. When you see the mortgage balance dropping faster than it's supposed to, something shifts in both of you. It stops feeling like a plan and starts feeling like a machine. Every month the balance drops a little more. Every month the interest charged is slightly less. Every month a little more of your regular payment hits principal. The snowball is rolling, and it's getting bigger without you adding anything new. This is what Sarah and I do now. Every first Monday of the month, we open the Mortgage Servicer app. One number, 5 minutes, and we've watched that balance drop faster than it's supposed to for 5 years running. The moment your mortgage balance hits zero, the moment you own your home outright, is the moment that you can make any financial decision from a position of complete strength. No bank, no payment, no obligation. Just optionality. That's financial optionality. And it's only available to couples who made the redirect before the money got comfortable. Now let's run the 10-year math because the gap will surprise you. Let's run the full 10-year math on the Millers and the Garcias. Same mortgage, $385,000. Same Tuesday night, their last car payment clears. Same $1,304 freed up. Same income. The Garcias put the $1,304 back into their lifestyle. A truck, a kitchen renovation, better vacations. The mortgage continues on its standard 27-year remaining schedule. No extra payments. After 10 years, the Garcias' mortgage balance is approximately $300,000. They've built about $71,000 in home equity. The truck sits in the driveway depreciating. The $1,304 they freed up is gone, absorbed into a lifestyle that looks the same from the outside, but costs them everything from the inside. Total equity created in those 10 years? Approximately $71,000. After 10 years, our mortgage balance is approximately $80,000. We've built roughly $291,000 in home equity, and we're 2 years away from owning our home outright in 2038. Total equity created in those 10 years, approximately $291,000. The gap between the Millers and the Garcias after 10 years, $220,000 in home equity. Same income, same house, same starting point. One redirect made before day 30. And here's what makes it really powerful. We hit our mortgage payoff in year 12. The day we make that final payment, we own our home. No bank owns any piece of it. That's a position most couples never reach. The snowball became an avalanche, and they did it without earning a single extra dollar. The snowball became an avalanche, and the avalanche doesn't slow down. Here's what I want you and your partner to do after you finish watching this. Calculate your redirect number. Tonight, add up every consumer debt payment that either is already gone or will be gone in the next 6 months. Cars, credit cards, student loans, that total is the money you're about to get back. Then run your own mortgage payoff math. Your balance, your rate, that monthly redirect number as an extra principal payment. See what happens to your payoff date. See how much interest disappears. Then make a decision together before the money lands in your checking account about where it goes. Redirect it to your mortgage principal. Automate it. Lock it in before the 30-day window closes. You don't need a raise. You don't need to change careers. You don't need to wait for the market to do something favorable. The payment already exists. You've been making it for years. The only question left is whether you redirect it before it disappears. That decision made tonight together is the difference between 27 years and 12. You two have got this. Go run the numbers right now. And if this video showed you something you haven't seen before, be sure to drop a like, because it helps us to reach more couples who need to hear it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.